Good morning and welcome to our Adult Storytime program. Today we're going to be starting a new book, and it's one that a number of years ago I used for a story time, and I'm happy to be doing it again. The book is titled I Didn't Know That, and the author is Karlen Evins. And a little bit about the book. It says, every common expression has a history, and it's often not what one would expect. I Didn't Know That offers a lighthearted yet enlightening look at the unusual origins of hundreds of words and sayings that pepper our language. So let's begin with the letter A. A1. More than a steak sauce, the phrase itself connotes the very best, because by definition it was the highest rating that could be given a ship insured by Lloyd's of London. Lloyd's Registry of Ships and Shipping was categorized by letter and number, with ships graded by letter and cargo by number. A meant the ship itself was perfect, and 1 meant the cargo was in perfect condition. Aftermath. While we all know that the aftermath of a situation pertains to the consequences, it is perhaps helpful to know what a math is, which those consequences follow. A math in the olden days was a mowing, or more specifically, a mowed crop of hay. The aftermath referred to a second crop of hay that came along after the mowing or the harvest, which gives us today's meaning of a byproduct that came about after the original action. All gussied up. What is a gussie anyway? Well, we're not sure, but we do know what a gusset is. A gusset is a piece of material, triangular in shape, inserted into a garment to enhance its fit and form. A person said to have gusseted her dress was simply improving her appearance. Thus, to be all gussied up meant to go all out, dress-wise, for the occasion. Ambition. The word we use today to describe one's fervent desire to get somewhere came to us from the Latin word ambitio, which literally translates go-getter. The first go-getters were ancient Romans, more specifically Roman politicians who were going to get votes. Because political recognition was something to be desired, especially if you were a commoner aspiring for more than just the simple life, the ambitios were those who sought fame and power by way of politics to better their own lots in life. Ants in his pants. Just the thought of it makes you squirm, doesn't it? Well, that was the idea. Ants in the pants was actually an old English folk remedy for tired blood. In the late 1700s, the belief was that if someone slept more than his fair share or was more lethargic than normal, an antidote was in order. To quicken circulation, one prescription of the day was to place ants in the pants of the patient, not to be confused with having a bee in one's bonnet. This one connotes a mental obsession as when one can't get something out of one's mind. Armed to the teeth. The first to be armed to the teeth was an ancient Nordic tribe known as the Berserkers, whose teeth were their most deadly weapons. These particular tribesmen were known for filing their teeth into sharp points and savagely attacking their opponents, who most often carried more civilized weapons like swords, spears, or clubs. Originally, armed to the teeth meant to be barely armed at all, but historically, its meaning of being on the attack, prepared for any confrontation, carries over today. And the last one for today is apple pie order. Some say it has to do with the apples in the pies. Others will tell you it has to do with the arrangement of apple pies on the shelf. But the bottom line is that the phrase apple pie order dates back to the days of the early pioneers when wives of the frontiersmen did their baking at the first of the week. Arranging the apples within the pie and arranging the pies on the shelves once they were cooked were both neat and orderly procedures which gave us our apple pie order meaning today. And that's our A's for today for I Didn't Know That. We hope you enjoyed our story time. We have all the letters of the alphabet to go, so we hope you keep coming back to join us for future story times. Until then, until next time, stay safe, be healthy, and have a wonderful week.